What's up everybody, I'm officially back, and as per viewer request, I'm reviewing this manga here called Car Graffiti JK. So, I loaded up my totally 100% legal manga reviewing reading site, and I began to read it. And with my expectations, I went into thinking it'll be something like Over Rev or even Initial D, where it's about street racing and cars and stuff like that, but if anything, it was more like fucking K-On! By the way, before we get on to the rest of the video, I just want to let you know that currently 89% of you are not subscribed to the channel. So please, subscribe to the channel this year so we can finally reach 1,000 subscribers. And once we've reached that, I will literally review Kanjo x Kanjo x Kanjo. Anyways, back to the video. So the manga starts out with us meeting the character Miki, who is on her way to her first day of high school, but then immediately gets into a car accident, which is not caused by Truck-kun for once, but in fact by driver error because she got distracted by looking at a Toyota Yotahachi. And now Miki is now in the hospital for a month. And once she gets back into school, all the club visits are basically over. Then this character called Risa appears, and then she takes Miki to the car club, which is in a garage very, very far away. And once they open the garage, they see a car called a Citroen 2CV. And then for some reason, a little bit later on in the manga, they just kidnap Miki in the 2CV and take her to a place in the mountains to watch the sunset. Yeah, randomness, innit? And then this character here decides that the club needs more members, so they decide to replicate one of those propaganda vans from Just Cause 3 by yoinking the school's van and then strapping like things on top and drive around the school with the hope of people trying to join. But instead, as soon as they fucking make it and try to drive out, they just crash into the fucking garage door. But thankfully, it goes better than expected because the teacher, Miss Ashikawa, makes sure that they are safe and also gets the garage door fixed, and I think the van also fixed as well. And then the club sets out on another adventure to try and find their club an advisor by going into the parking lot and look at what people's cars, basically trying to figure out which teacher has the coolest car. So, the first teacher comes out and they're like, yeah, that guy probably drives a Land Cruiser, but no, he drives some sort of fucking K car. And then the vice principal and the principal of the school come out, and the vice principal drives a Toyota Crown, and the principal drives a fucking Prius. Who the fuck drives a Prius? And then the nurse rocks up, she drives a fucking G-Wagon. And then they come across this thing. This thing is literally a Nissan Micra riced out like if you're given a fucking 2-year-old a controller in Need Speed Underground 2, and yeah, it looks bloody awful. And then Miss Ashikawa just wildly appears. It's like, what are you guys doing? And then the Nissan Micra starts moving, and they're like, oh my god, who's driving it? Then it stops, and then the door, it has a fucking Lamborghini door, and then the Miss Ashikawa is actually driving the car. She's like, and then she says something, and then she drives off, leaving all the members of the car club most likely definitely shocked. This manga is basically just consists of the group just being themselves, growing up, having fun, getting their licenses, and just doing normal human shit because, well, this is a slice of life. That's kind of the point of it. And it's been kind of difficult for me to read it because my ADHD brain really likes stuff like Shonen Jump and action in general. So when I went into this, originally I thought it was going to be like literally Over Rev Waga Midnight. It's a complete 180 from everything that I've read before. In fact, it's more on the lines of what Kanjo no Carrera is. I've only read very few Slice of Life manga, so Komi Can't Communicate and Horimiya are the ones I can think of off the top of my head, and they're quite good. This one is definitely got to be in that category 3 as like the ones that I really like. It's actually genuinely so much fun to read. There's all these like little bits that they've thrown in here and there for people who are really into cars. Like, for example, the bit where they're talking about the Renault 4, the Citroen 2CV, and the VW Beetle, all being cars that have lasted for like, long times in their production, from like 1948-ish to 1990. In fact, actually, the VW Beetle was still being produced up until like 2010 in Mexico. The art style, I'm not much of an artist because every time I draw it looks like a stick man, but the art of this manga, it's really good, and the Citroen 2CV looks good, so I've got to say, that's a thumbs up from me. Also, I really like the characters. They're all very chill, they all feel real, which is the thing that a lot of like manga and anime tend to struggle on, because the characters feel like over the top or like too kiddish or too something. There's always something too over the top about them, but the characters feel like genuine, real people, which is good. I gotta say, the manga was super enjoyable. I'm still reading it now, about halfway into it. I'm gonna keep reading it again, and because it's just a chill manga that you can just chill out and relax to and read. Anyways, it took me a little while to get around to reviewing this because I've been quite busy throughout the last couple of weeks, and just life stuff that's been happening. So yeah. thank you all for the patience of, waiting for me to upload a video again, other than just a shitty YouTube short. And for me, this manga is definitely a 7 out of 10. Anyways, if you like car manga, please watch this video here where I review the manga Over Rev. Anyways, thank you for watching, and goodbye.